dish of palate cleansers. I have mozzarella balls, a couple different kinds of olives, pickles, stuff that will help clear my palate to prepare myself for the next flavor. Now, sake is traditionally served in smaller glasses. I actually have my own set of sake glasses that are packed away right now, but I do have this lovely little glass that I will be using. I don't know if you can tell, it's got a little turtle on it. But these are the glasses I normally use when I'm drinking sake. So I am an avid sake drinker. I love sake, and I have tried 3 of the 7. So I wanted to make sure I threw in some that I've tried before, or no, I've probably tried 4. Anyway, so let's crack open the very first sake. So this is Taiku brand sake. It is a Junmai sake. Now, sake is made with 4 ingredients: water, koji malt, yeast, and rice. And in Junmai, those are the only 4 ingredients, and there is not necessarily a requirement for alcohol content or for the milling process, the percentage of, what is the word I'm looking for? You know how, like, rice has, the outer, like, part of the grain. It does not have, Junmai does not have a specific requirement for how much of that outer grain gets removed. So, this is Junmai. I'm going to read the label a little bit here. Premium Japanese sake produced at the famed Umenoyado Brewery located between the Katsuraki and Nicho Mountains in Nara, Japan. This sake is crafted from akebono rice, polished at 70%, soft, pristine, iron-free water. Famed number 901 yeast and handmade koji. A fresh and balanced taste with subtle pear notes, leaving softness on the palate. Alright, so this is for 15% ABV. So I'm trying to think what I would compare that to. I mean, that's like strong wine. Now, a typical sake pour. A sake pour is 4 ounces. And when I was a server, I could have poured exactly 4 ounces and known it was 4 ounces. However, it's been a while, so I'm just going to fill this glass. Okay. So this is my Junmai Taiku sake. Gotta close it right away, otherwise I will forget and then make a giant mess. Okay. Let's set that off to the side here. And let's try some Junmai. Oh wait, what are the tasting notes again? Subtle pear notes, leaving softness on the palate. It kind of smells a little bit like a fruity pastry, So let's take our first sip. So this is not terribly acidic. It's kind of it's mellow. It smells like a fruit pastry. I think it probably smells a little fruitier than it tastes. Maybe I should preface this. I am not a connoisseur. I don't know the proper term terms to describe or talk about these things. I'm just talking my own experience. This is rather smooth. I like it. It was also the most expensive one I bought, so I would hope that it's good. And Taiku's pretty reliable. I've had Taiku sake. They have a bunch of different kinds. I specifically remember having a coconut Taiku. Okay. I'm gonna leave a little bit in this glass, and I'll pour another glass. That way we can compare a little bit. Gotta get out my handy dandy palette cleanser. I love olives. So, the next one is Tozai brand. It's called Living Jewel. This is also a junmai. So it is the same basic type as the Taiku. But I wanted to get two of these kinds so that we could compare and see what the difference between these two kinds of junmai are. So like I said, this is called Living Jewel. It is 14.9% ABV, so just a tiny bit less than the Taiku. It is made in Kyoto with koshihikari rice. Tasting notes of citrus and Asian pear aromas, clean and smooth finish. So this one will also have a little bit of pear. Let's crack into it. That makes me mad when they do this. Okay. So I have this adorable little wine glass. That way we can tell the difference between the two. I have a feeling that I will get a little bit tipsy tonight. Depending on how long this video takes to make. I might be tipsy at the end of this video. Okay. This is the Living Jewel, citrus and Asian pear aromas. I think this one smells a little fruitier, and this one smells a little bit, kind of like a sweet, bready smell you get, kind of like when you're baking a cake or a pastry. I think this one smells a little fruitier. Let's see how they taste. This doesn't taste as heavy as the Taiku. It definitely has a lighter texture and a lighter flavor as well. It's not as strong flavor wise. It's also very smooth. This is very, very smooth. But I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seems like I'm drinking glorified water. It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't have a very strong taste. Go back to this one. This one's definitely silkier. It has a very different mouthfeel. It coats my tongue a little differently. A little heavier, I guess. Not to say that this isn't good. In fact, this is probably very dangerous. I could probably drink an entire, full glass of this without even realizing it, and then be very, very goofy. I do like this quite a bit, though. Like I said, it's very drinkable. It's not very strong. So you would have to make sure you pair it with something delicate. If you were to pair it with something with a lot of strong flavors, this would get very lost. You wouldn't taste anything at all. I'm Maybe like just fresh garden vegetables. Maybe just like a fresh, nice salad. Possibly. Actually, I'm curious. Does it give you pairing ideas on here? No, of course not. That would be too simple. So yes, this is a unique wine. Unique sake. I've never tried this one before. This might be what I use to introduce people to sake that really aren't sure if they like it or not. If they don't know if they like strong or sweet or whatever, because it's not overly sweet. Sake can be kind of sweet. That's not. Okay, next we are gonna go on to Night Swim. So this is canned sake, single serving. I tried to get as many kinds that had like reusable corks or stoppers so that I could put them in the fridge for later, but I have a couple that are not like that, so I'll probably end up drinking all of these by the end of the night. All of these ones that cannot be, easily saved. So I don't need a glass for this one. And this one is labeled as futsushi, which essentially translates to table sake. So it's something that is labeled as not particularly fancy and is usually deemed, maybe less important than other sakes. However, that is not always the case, as we know. So there's nothing to say that this won't be a very flavorful and intriguing experience. I've actually had this one before. I remember liking it. I don't really remember what it tastes like though. Oh, you know what? I didn't cleanse my palate. A midget pickle. So this says tropical stone fruit aromas, medium body, clean finish. Brewed in Kyoto, Japan. Tropical stone aromas, medium body. What is the ABV on this one? This is 14 ABV, so this is the least alcoholic, I guess. Although they're all kind of hovering around the same amount. I can't smell a whole lot, and I don't know if that's just because the metal of the can, or whether it just doesn't have a particularly strong smell. This one is a little bit more acidic than the other two I've had. It definitely has a richer mouthfeel than the second one. So the mouthfeel is closer to the first one. It's a little sweeter than the other two, but not a lot. Even though it's not as alcoholic, it almost feels like it is. Like there's a little bit more of that alcohol bite to it. Not a lot. But a little bit more. I enjoy it. Not really sure what else to say. Does it taste like stone fruit? I mean, the fruitiness is definitely there. I don't really know what else to say. I told you I'm not a connoisseur. I'm just talking about things I like. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Let's finish the rest of it with this pickle. So the next sake I want to try is called Bushido, Way of the Warrior. Now this one is also kind of a can of pop top, but it's got a lid, so I might be able to save this. We'll see. And they have a handy little diagram about how to open the darn thing. That's cute. So this particular sake is ginjo. Now, ginjo sake is similar to the junmai, so rice, but the rice is milled to at least 60%. The koji malt, the yeast, the water. The difference is, like I said, the ginjo, the rice has to be milled to at least 60%, which is not a requirement in the junmai. But also in ginjo, there's usually added alcohol as well, which is reflected in the fact that this is 18% ABV rather than 14 and 15 as the others were. Our tasting notes here are tart raspberry, Asian pear, and watermelon rind, with a hint of white flowers and a spicy finish. I'm hoping that this is as good as it sounds like it will be. They also have the 8 virtues of Bushido. So Bushido is the ancient Japanese warrior code of moral values, loyalty, honor, and wisdom. And they have the 8 virtues here. And since I have 7 sake, it doesn't quite work, but I thought it might be kind of fun to attribute one of these virtues to the different kinds. So the 8 virtues of Bushido: righteousness, courage, benevolence, respect, integrity, honor, loyalty, and self-control. What would I label some of these sakes? I think number 2 might be self-control, as it is the most demure that I have tasted so far. However, I'm not totally sure about the other 2. I might have to taste some more before I decide. It uses the rice types Goyaku Mangoku and Kyo no Kageyaki. Not sure what that means, but here we are. Are you supposed to open this the way? I hope that's how you're supposed to do it. I mean, they did give me a diagram, right? It's like open. It's so weird. It definitely smells tartar, more tart than the others so far. Tart raspberry, Asian pear, watermelon rind. It's got a much fruitier aroma. You can definitely tell that this one has a little bit more alcohol. It's a little more acidic than the first 2. I kind of see what it means by a spicy finish. When you finish and you swallow, there's that lingering, like, acidity on your tongue. I like this a lot. My initial thought is to label this one as courage. We'll see. It's very good. I do like this one. I might end up buying this one again. Mozzarella ball. Gotta clear your palate somehow, right? Okay. tried my best to order these from least sweet to sweet. So we'll see if that's true. So the next one we are going to do is it's the Tozai brand, so the same brand as number 2. And this one is called Snow Maiden. Now this one is a nigori. Nigori is kind of my favorite. Nigoris are generally a little sweeter, and they are labeled as unfiltered sake. It's hard to tell because it's in the bottle right now, but you can see it's a milkier white color rather than clear. Now when you drink unfiltered sake, you need to make sure to mix it, otherwise the sediment will all stick at the bottom. So this comes from Kyoto and features Kuyaku, Mangoku, and Ginonmi rice. It has the taste of juicy honeydew melon and has a bright and lively finish with a 14.9% ABV, so same as the other one of its kind. So let's crack it open. Dang it, it did it again. Alright. As you can see already, it looks very different than the others so far. Because of its unfiltered nature, it has rice sediment in it. In my experience, that usually gives it a very different texture, very different mouthfeel because of the extra rice in it. The cinnamon. And they call it unfiltered, but that's not really the case. It is filtered, it's just not filtered as much. So, let's try this one. This one doesn't have a very strong aroma to me either. It's much heavier than the other ones we've tried before. I want to say it kind of has a syrupy texture, but it doesn't have a syrupy feel. It's not cloyingly sweet, but it's definitely a little heavier in your mouth because you can taste kind of some of the rice that's still in there. It's a little fruit forward, but it's not terribly soft. It's not quite as ambitious, I guess, as the Bushido. But yeah, this is good quality. Like I said, I generally prefer nigori. It's kind of my favorite. I like the mouthfeel of the rice sediment in there. So once again, I'm gonna leave a little bit in here so that we can talk about our next one and compare. So this is another nigori. This is Shochikubai nigori, and it is my sake of choice. So when I go to the store looking for sake, this is generally what I'm looking for. This is what I like. It's not terribly expensive either, which also helps. So it is nigori. So like the other one, it is unfiltered with the rice sediments in it. And on the back here it says, nigori is one of the oldest style sakes, which is coarsely filtered and milky white in color. It's full, pleasantly sweet, and complex flavor and smooth texture guarantee you a uniquely delicious drinking experience. This is definitely on the sweeter end. It can be drank as like a dessert sake. What is the ABV on this one? This one's 15%. Yeah, it's definitely on the sweeter end, with a rich body and mild aroma. So let's give this one a try. Now, like I said, I might be biased. This is my sake of choice. So even just comparing color right now, it might not be very easy to see. This is much more clear, like, not clear, I'm sorry, like a milky white. While this one is kind of like an off-white. It's definitely milkier than the others, but it's kind of like a tinge of yellow almost. Off-white eggshell, I guess, I don't know. So like I said, this is significantly sweeter than this one. I'm trying to compare like mouthfeel. Yeah, this is very sweet in comparison to the others. I think this one is a little more acidic. And I think it might have a heavier mouthfeel. This isn't quite as heavy syrupy. Like I said, it is sweeter. So if you're not really interested in sweet drinks, this might not be the sake for you. But I like it a lot. It's very tasty to me. I could drink this one all day, honestly, but alright. Bushido. What would I label? 1 and 2. I'm gonna label my shoji goodbye with loyalty because it has been very loyal to me. So we have self-control, loyalty, courage. I'm gonna label this one as integrity. I think this is like your basic good sake. So I'm gonna label this one integrity. What other ones we got? Honor, respect, benevolence, and righteousness. And then we got this one here. I'm going to label this one as honor. It pays honor and homage to my favorite, but not quite there. Is that a dumb way to label these? I'm labeling sake, who cares? And that leaves respect, benevolence, and righteousness. I'm not sure what I would label this guy yet. Alright, let's try our last one. So this is Geikan Zipang. It is sparkling sake. So this is absolutely a dessert sake. You could not argue anything less. It says sweet yet refreshingly light, made with only rice, water, and yeast. I wonder if that means it doesn't have the koji mold in it. Does that really make it sake? It's naturally carbonated with no sulfite or preservatives. doesn't give us any sort of tasting notes. The ABV here is also 7%, so it's like half as much as some of these. So we can expect a very sweet, sparkling, very alcoholic sake with this one. Hear that little hiss? That's the carbonation. Gosh darn it. Okay, bottoms up. It kind of looks like a little glass of champagne, honestly. This one I've had before too. So drinking this, it tastes not a lot like anything after having all these other very strong, flavorful. It's very light. And it's carbonated. I love carbonation. I drink so much sparkling water and soda, and anything carbonated, I automatically like it more. Like, I would pick sparkling water over flat water any day, anytime. So this, I like that. It's, honestly, I think this one might be sweeter. But this is, it's not quite as sweet, but there's less depth to the flavor. Very drinkable though. Very yummy. Okay, so now I feel like I have to give my personal opinion. Oh, I haven't finished with my Bushido. Okay, so sparkling is benevolence. It's very kind. It's very easy. It's very sweet. What do I have left? Righteousness and respect. I respect this one. It might be labeled as a fruit sushi, a house sake, a table sake, but that doesn't mean it's not good, and it doesn't mean it's not worth drinking. This one is respect, which means righteousness is left over. Maybe I need to find a sake that I think fits righteousness, so I can have the full Bushido, full weight of the warrior in sake here. Okay, lasting thoughts. I think if I was drinking, I think paired with food, I would probably, well, prepared with an average dish that isn't like incredibly saucy and incredibly like strong, spicy, I think this is a really good choice. Excuse me. So I think this is a very good choice to pair with food. This one, I will probably not buy again. It's not that I didn't like it, it's just I liked a lot of these other ones a lot more. But I do think that for someone who's never tried sake before, that's interested in trying, that doesn't want anything too scary, this is a really good choice. So I might be using this to introduce newbies to the sake scene. Number 3, night swim. There's something just so like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so, it's very drinkable. And the fact that it's in this cute little can, it kind of reminds me of like when you'd like steal snacks and stuff in your mom's purse to like go to the movie theater. That's what this reminds me of. I just kind of want to like throw it in my bag, save it for a rainy day, you know? Okay, my Bushido. this, what would I do with this one? This one is, I'm watching a really good movie with some snacks, like at home. So like pairing it with like some weird snacks, like my olive pickle mozzarella ball combination, or gummy bears. Like really unique snacks. Maybe like when you're at home playing video games and you're eating gummy bears and drinking Bushido. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. I don't want to use the same descriptors for this one, but honestly, like its twin here, I think this is what I would use to introduce people to nigori. Because sometimes, especially stuff that's like, that has a different kind of texture to it, the way the nigori does, and the fact that it's unfiltered, that some people, when trying new things, they can only handle, a step at a time. They can't handle new flavors and new textures at the same time. So maybe once you get them used to the junmai, you can get them used to the nigori, because the texture's a little different. And that's not to say that the flavors are the same, because they're not. But I think this is, it has less something than the other nigori. I don't know. I'm biased. I really like the shoshikabai. Okay. My shoshikabai, man. This is your pairing with food with really strong flavors, like really, really spicy food, or like really, really heavy, thick food, or also with dessert. That's what I would use this for, or just any time, because I love it. And last but not least, this makes me think of in the summer when you go out on a boat and you like jet skiing or tubing and you're on like a speedboat. This is what I want to drink. Out in the sun, around the big water. This is my day drink. My day drinking. That is how I would categorize all of these. I don't think it took long enough for me to get too far down the tipsy train, but I did have to sample quite a lot of sake. So, if you're interested in sake, if you've tried any of these before, let me know. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm crazy or if I'm miscategorizing any of these lovely beverages. And these are all like, they're not terribly expensive. I didn't splurge on any like particularly grand bottle of sake. And I don't live in Tokyo. I don't live in Japan, so I don't have access to all of the millions of kinds of amazing sake I'm sure there is out there. Maybe if I ever visit Japan, I will definitely do a sake tasting. I also have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't know anything about wine, don't know anything about sake, don't know anything about tasting notes. This is my layman's opinion, I guess, as a person who likes to drink sake, but is not educated, nor particularly, or has a particular sophisticated palate. So, take my opinions with a grain of salt. If you like sake, if you've had any of this, let me know. Let's chat. Otherwise, farewell, and I will see you later.